Hey guys, Inky Down Under here. Coming at you with another Marvel Champions gameplay episode. This one will be the Marvel Champions Soul League Round 4 game number 2 with Doctor Strange Aggression taking on Expert Wrecking Crew. Last game didn't end very well. Got taken out on some garbage, well, in Alter Ego mode in about 5 turns. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. So Stephen Strange, the alter ego, is a free recovery. He's a mystic. Comes in with the invocation deck and has a natural talent action to discard the top card of the invocation deck. And has a limit once per phase. He has a hand size of 6 with 10 hit points. As for our villains here, so we'll start with Wrecker. He has 3 scheme, 3 attack. On Wrecker schemes, we're going to place the threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. And when Wrecker is attacking, he gets +2 attack if the attack is undefended. His side scheme is Day of Reckoning. Because it was 6 threat, the hard hitter force response after threat is placed here. If there is 10 or more threat here, deal 2 damage to each friendly character. Remove all but 3 threat from the scheme. He comes with 18 hit points. Thunderball comes with 16 hit points. He has 3 scheme, 2 attack. On Thunderball schemes, we're going to place a threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. And his force response after Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Thunderstruck is his side scheme, comes with 5 threat, and has Gamma Blast force response. After threat is placed here, if there is 10 or more threat here, stun each friendly character, remove all but 3 threat from the scheme. Then we got Bulldozer, he comes in with 15 hit points. He has 2 scheme, 3 attack. On Bulldozer schemes, you're going to place a threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. And as a force interrupt, when Bulldozer attacks, this attack gains overkill. Clear the road is his main scheme, is his side scheme, comes in with 4 threat. Has the charge force response after threat is placed here. If there are 10 or more threat here, each player must discard the top 10 cards of their deck. Remove all but 3 threat from the scheme. Then we got Power Driver. He comes with 14 hit points. He has 2 scheme, 3 attack. He gets Retaliate 1. So whenever he is attacked, he will deal 1 damage back to the attacker. And then when Power Driver schemes, you're going to place the threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. And then Pilot on his side scheme comes with 3 threat. Power Drive has a force response after threat is placed here. If there are 10 or more threat here, each player discards the upgrade or support they control with the highest cost, and then remove all but 3 threat from the scheme. And with all side schemes, they stay in play as long as their associated villain is in play. So let's take a look at the main scheme breakout here. So we've got Wrecker, Thunderball, Power Driver, and Bulldozer B because we're playing an expert. We've got all the side schemes into play, and then we're going to place the active counter on Wrecker, so that's done. So we'll go ahead and flip her over. To break out 1B, threat threshold of 6 has a force response after step 1 of the villain phase. You're going to place 1 threat on each side scheme, and then move the encounter, the active counter, to the villain whose scheme has the most threat. And if there's a tie, then the first player gets to choose. And then once the stage is completed, the game's going to be over. It comes with 0 threat and increases by 1 at the beginning of the villain phase. So let's go ahead and flip over our invocation deck, giving us Wings of Batum. It's not a bad one to start off with, actually. And then we will draw our hand, giving us Magic Blast, Spiritual Meditation, Martial Prowess, Strength, Wasp, and Wong. Let's go ahead and flip over to Doctor Strange. So he's got 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. Yeah, I'm not going to mulligan any of these. It's actually a decent hand to start off with. So he's got 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. He's the Avenger Mystic. He has a spell mastery action to exhaust Doctor Strange and pay the cost of the top card of the invocation deck, and then resolve the special ability on that card. So yeah, we are going to exhaust Doctor Strange to pay 0 for Winds of Batum to draw 3 cards, giving us a Helicarrier, Sentry, and Team Building Exercise. And then we will flip this over, and then we'll get Images of Icon. So wow, let's go ahead and play Spiritual Meditation. It's a 0 cost event. Play only if identity has the mystic trait, which we do. We draw 2 cards and then choose and discard 1 card from our hand. So energy and Master of the Mystic Arts. So we have to discard something here. So let's see. Oh man, tough choices. Tough choices. These are some really tough choices to discard here. Let's just get rid of martial prowess, I guess. All right, let's do. Let's go to. Three to put Helicarrier into play. As a 3 cost support, so exhaust is max 1 per player. Exhaust Helicarrier to choose a player and reduce the resource cost of the next card. Player plays by 1. And then let's do 2. To play Team Building Exercise. So exhaust Team Building is a 2 cost support. Exhaust Team Building Exercise to play a card from your hand. Addition has a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. So let's exhaust Helicarrier and Team Building Exercise. And we'll pay 1. To put Long into play because Long is a 3 cost. Helicarrier makes it 2. Exhausting Team Building Exercise makes it 1 because he's a mystic and so is Doctor Strange. So Long's 3 cost ally, 1 support, 2 attack, 3 hit points. So there's also one to choose either to heal 1 damage for your identity or discard the top card in the invocation deck. Let's just go ahead and have Long attack for 2 on record. Because when you attack, it has to be on the active villain. And I believe when you scheme, it has to be, to remove threat, it has to be on the active villain side scheme or the main scheme, unless the card specifically says the A scheme. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. So we'll get Mystical Studies, plus the advantage, and magical enhancements. So this goes to 1. This goes to 6 or 7. That goes to 6. That goes to 5, and that goes to 4. All right. So he's ready back up here. So we got 7, 6, 5, and 4. So Wrecker is the active player. So he gets 3 attack, and then it'll be 5 if it's not defended. So yeah, I can just exhaust Wong to block, and he'll be gone. Or I can just block myself. And mitigate some damage here. He's got 3 attack, so he got 2 defense. So Yeah, let's just block ourselves and see what happens here. So he'll attack for 3, and then there's a boost. So Record gets +3 attack for his activation. Let's just place 2/3 in his side scheme. Yeah, we're gonna place 2/3 in his side scheme. So that's gonna go to 9. I'm not getting hit for 3, 6. No, it's not happening. So we only take 1. So we only take 1 damage. So we're down to 9. And then encounter. So when revealed, choose either discard an upgrade you control or place 1 threat on the active villain's side scheme. For each upgrade you control, if you do not control the upgrades, this card gains surge. So either we're going to scheme out on side of reckoning to take 2 damage for everybody, so 1 will be gone anyway. We'll be down to 7, or we can just get rid of Helicarrier. Yeah, let's get rid of Helicarrier. All right. So let's have this exhaust. No. Yeah, let's exhaust 1 to heal our damage to us. Put this back up to 10. Then we'll exhaust team build and exercise to pay 3 to put Sentry into play. So Sentry's a 4-cost ally. He's a 2/3 attack. He's an Avenger, so we're an Avenger. That's how I was able to reduce his cost by 1 by using team build and exercise. 5 hit points, and has a force response after Sentry enters player under your control. You deal yourself on the counter card. Yeah, all right. And we're going to have him thwart for 2. Let's bring that down to 7, and then he'll take the damage. And there's nothing else I can do, so we'll just end a turn there. I'll draw up. We'll get a Protective Ward, Power All of Us, Endurance, 3/4, and then a Master of Mist Arcs brings it to 5. So this will go to 2. This will go to 8. That'll go to 7. That'll go to 6. That'll go to 5. So 8, 7, 6, 5. So Black is still the active player. We'll defend again. So he'll do 3, 5. So 3 hit points. We're down to 7. Get the counter card. So our first one is a. Actually, you know what? We messed up. I drew it from the wrong pile. So this was our counter card here. So this was our boost. So nothing. So it's 3. So 1. So 9. That was our counter card here. So then we draw. So when revealed, deal 1 damage to the hero ally with the fewest remaining hit points. If that character is defeated, this way place threat in the main scheme. Fewest remaining hit points. So he's got 2, he's got 4, I've got 9 left. So Wong's going to take it. So this character is defeated that way, plays 3 threat in the main scheme, but he's not. And the second one, Escape Convict. So he's a 1 scheme, 1 attack minion with 2 hit points, and you gain Surge. This one, yeah. So Magic Crowbar gives him +1 attack, force response after record attacks, place 1 threat in the side scheme of each threat. And then as a hero action, exhaust your hero, discard 1 card random from your hand, you discard this card. Yeah, that's not happening. So we're going to spend 1 for Protective Ward, and that's not happening. Oh, it's a treachery, so I can't. So yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens now. Um, yeah, so we'll have to do one to play Master of Mystic Arts. So play the printed cost of the top card of Invocation X to resolve its special ability, then place it back on top of the Invocation deck face up. So we'll have to spend we'll spend one to play Images of Icon. So we'll confuse the villain and remove the 4th threat from the scheme, and then put it in his card pile. So we'll confuse Wrecker with 4th threat, push that down the floor. And that goes back on top. And then we'll play 1 for Endurance to give us +3 hit points, bring us up to 12. And then we'll have Sentry attack for 3. Put that down to 13. Takes damage. Exhaust Wong. Heal damage. So we're at full hit points there. We'll end their turn. And then we'll get Recuperation. Moment of Triumph. Hall of Heroes. Relentless Assault. 4. And press the advantage. Set goes to 3. That goes to 5. That goes to 8. Goes to 7, and that goes to 6. 5, 8, 7, 6. So Thunderball is not active. Is now the active villain. So we're at round 3. Alright. Thunderball on tap for 2. Now we're gonna block with Wong, man. Oh, he gets ready up. And we'll block with Wong. So he'll do 2, 5. Wong's out of here. Then after he attacks, you gotta do yourself 1 damage to each character you control. So he goes to 3. We're down to 12. Then the counter card. Active villain heals 3 points and give that villain a tough stats card. Well, he's at max, so he'll just get a tough stats card. Alright. So let's do let's do 2 for Hall of Heroes. That's 2 cost support. So after you defeat a main, place 1 glory counter here, and then exhaust Hall of Heroes, remove 3 glory counters for it to draw 3 cards. Let's see here. Let's get rid of Escape Convict. That's down 4. Can't trigger Hall of Heroes because I didn't defeat him. Sentry did. Let's exhaust Dr. Strange to spend 1 for an image of icon to confuse the villain. So Thunderbolt's not confused, and they remove 4 threat from the scheme. From 8 schemes, so that's gonna go down to 4. And our turn there. I'll give this Crimson's Bane's a Sidorak, and then we'll get Protect the Board, Source of Supreme, Magical Enhancements, and Spiritual Meditation. So this goes to 4, and it goes to 6, this goes to 5. 8, 7. Moving on down the line, so Bulldozer is now an active villain. So he's going to attack. He's going to get overkill, which is going to suck. So Sentry's going to block. He's going to block it anyway. So he'll do 3, and then we get a boost. So move the active character to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. And if you're in hero form, that villain attacks you after this attack, where he doesn't get a boost card. So least threat is going to go back to Thunderball. So 3. So he takes 1, and then the overkill spools us to 10. Then Thunderball's gonna hit for 2. We'll just take it down to 8. And then counter card. So we get the Spade Combat minion. 1 scheme, 1 attack, 2 hit points, and you gain Surge. Treachery, move all threat from the side scheme with the least to the most, and if scheme's not triggered, then it gains Surge. So the least is 5 to the most is his, and no, that's not happening. We are going to play, we're going to spend 1 for Protect the Ward, and so that's just going to go bye-bye. So it's our turn. Let's play Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2 and discard 1. Astral Projection. Astral Projection. Oh gee, what should I get rid of? Get rid of Astral Projection, I guess. And then, this is gonna suck. Because I don't want to get rid of Soul Supreme on my, I'm going to have to, because that's at 4. And that's at 8, that's at 7, so yeah. Spend 2 for Astral Projection. So we have to choose a scheme, we 3 for a finesse scheme. So let's get rid of that. And then look at the top card in the encounter deck for each boost icon. That card remove one additional threat from that scheme. 3. So that's down to 2. Actually, no. Wrong one. Maybe I didn't need to play that. Just rewind it. Now let's just do that for Sorcerer Supreme. And then we'll just thwart to take 2 off of the main scheme, put that down to 2. Yep. So then we'll get into the fray. Sanctum Sanctorum, Spider-Man, Local Levitation is 5, and Spider-Girl 6. So that's 4. Alright, so that goes to 3. That goes to 7. That goes to 6. That goes to 9. And that goes to 8. All right. So 7, 6, 9, 8. So back to Bulldozer. So he'll attack for 3. Yeah, we'll defend. He's got 3 and another 3, which is 6. So he'll do 4 damage, puts us down to 4. And counter card, so we'll get Chaos in the Prison. So when revealed, choose to either discard an upgrade you control or place 1 threat on the active on the side scheme for each upgrade you control. And if you don't have any upgrades, it's going against Surge. Oh man. Alright, well, Hall of Heroes isn't that important. So let's just get rid of that. That's a support. So upgrade. Oh man. So it's really got to be Endurance or Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, Endurance is going to have to get rid of that. We're going to lose 3 hit points. So Sorcerer Supreme it is. Then he's attacking for 1 down to 3. So that went south really quick. Let's see what to do here. Definitely that cloak. Let's do 2 for the cloak. So Cloak of Levitation is 2 cost upgrade. Artifact item. You get the aerial trait and then exhausted Cloak of Levitation raid Doctor Strange. So yeah, we will exhaust that to raise this back up. Then we'll exhaust Doctor Strange. Nice. Let's see here. There's also the play the Crimson Ben Sidorak, but he's gonna. This is gonna scheme out next turn. I'm the one discarding 10 cards. So yeah, I might just exhaust myself to 4 for 2. Yeah. To put that down to 7. And then spend 2. And then we'll put, actually no, we'll exhaust team building exercise. Spend 1 to put Spiker in the place. She's an Avenger. I'm an Avenger, that's so I can only pay, I have to pay 1. She has 2 cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack. Will only pay 1 because of team building exercise. Comes with 2 hit points. She's an Avenger. And then after play spot girl from your hand can suddenly confuse a minion. So stun and confuse a minion, and then let's have her just hit Bulldozer for 1 and 14. So we'll end our turn there. And then we'll draw into the fray. Relentless Assault for what was 5, 4, and then Magic Blast is 5. So that goes to 4. This goes to 8. Goes to 7. This goes to 8. To 9, 8, 7, 8, 9. Once down the power driver, right down the line. So power driver gets 3 attack. She's got 1 damage on her, so she's going to defend. So they do 3, 4. Takes power driver out. Then we'll get buddy system will reveal, choose the villain whose side skin has least threat, reveal the top card of his top, reveal the top card of his deck, top 2 cards instead, he's the only villain in play. So least threat. So 8, 7, 8. So it's going to be Thunderball. Get wrecked. Will reveal the villain whose side scheme has least threat attacks you. Here we go again. So least threat 7, 9, 8. So it's going to be Thunderball. We're going to have to defend. So he gets 2 attack and a boost. Deal 1 damage to defending character. So that's 2. Defense 2. So there's nothing there. But then he gets to deal damage to each character you control after he attacks you. So I am now down to 1. And then the convict is stunned, so he doesn't attack. Alright. Not what I wanted to see at all. So, yeah. 4 threat there. Let's see. Let's do 1, 2 for Relentless Assault. So when you do 5 damage to a minion, if you pay for this card using a physical resource, which is we did with Spider-Man, it gains overkill. So 5 damage, so it's 2, 3 spilled over, so it goes down to 11. Retaliate 1, it shouldn't trigger because we're not attacking Pile Driver, which put it around 6. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it plays out. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But that's how I'm playing. Because I didn't attack Pile Driver, I attacked the minion, so it just spilled over. And then I'll sauce the cloak to ready up. To work for 2. To put that down to 7. We got a glory counter. And then I'll flip over and end my turn there. So we'll get a Genius, a Quinn Carrier, and a counter card. A Relentless Assault. It's 5 and a Master of the Mystic Arts. So that's now 5. That is now 9. That is now 8. It's now 9, and that is now 8. So 9, 8, 9, 8. So I get to choose between Bulldozer and Wrecker. Bulldozer is not confused. However, Wrecker is an unaltered Eagle mode, so it's going to go to Wrecker. So Wrecker's confused, so he's not going to see me. And then our counter card. So our first one is Escape Plan. Will reveal you are confused. If you're already confused, then Pile Driver Schemes. Yep, fine. I'm confused. Then the second one. Wrecker's Command gives a +1 scheme attached to Wrecker. Force response after Wrecker schemes. Place 1 threat on each other villain side scheme, and as a hero action, spend 2 physical resources to discard this card. All right. So let's recover for 3. Go to 4. Let's do 2 for the eye. So 2 cost upgrade. To exhaust to give us a wild resource. Let's flip over. Let's exhaust the cloak. It's ready us up. Spend the eye. And spend yeah, so let's just exhaust Doctor Strange, spend the eye, spend 2 for Crimson Bands of Sidorak. So stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it, and place it in discard pile. So we stun Wrecker. That's a tough. Don't want to give him that. So stun him, deal 7 damage, putting down 6. And then flip over to Rivers of Voltor. That's pretty much going to be our turn there. So we'll get oh, Snelly. Nope, we're not going to do that because they're going to scheme out. So we're going to rewind that. So he's back up to 13. So that's there. That's that. That's that. That's that. So we're going to have to exhaust to ready us up. To take 2 threat off of the main scheme. To bring that down to 4. It's the only thing I don't like with the scenario. You got so many schemes you got to pay attention to. Let's do 1 to play Master of Mystic Arts, and then we exhaust the eye. Spend Magic Blast for 2 to play Crimson Bands. That gives him a stun. And then lose 7 points, so he's down to 6. Yeah, that's better. Then we'll end our turn. And we'll get Vapors. We get Ash Projection, Protective Ward, and Spiritual Meditation. Alright. So that's up to 5. That's round 7. So that's up to 5. And then that's 6, 7, 10. So this scheme's out. So deal 2 damage to each friendly character, move up a 3 threat from a scheme. So 3. So down to 2. Now that goes to 9. And then it's 8, 9. So he schemes out. So discard top 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It sucked. And then it's 9. So we got 3, 9, 3, and 9. I'd rather go pile driver because I'll take a damage regardless. Let's see how this pans out. So he's going to take for 3. I'm going to have to defend, so he'll do 3, 5, and then I take 3 damage. So once again, knocked out. 0-2 against Rep and Crew Expert. This is why I hate. I'm not a big Expert fan. I'm not that great of a player. Standard is just fine for me. So anyway, that's the video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for new content, and as usual, hit that share button, spread the word on the channel, and let's help each other out by supporting the community. Other than that, I'll see you guys later.